when you look at all the other people that are here, you know, from the Prime Minister down, so people out there, Martin Kane out there, Sir Richard Branson, I mean, you go on, it's like a who's who of people, so it's a very important thing. And when you see all the films that go, all the clips that go on before these wonderful people, it makes you feel good to be, you feel privileged to be a part of it.
Absolutely. Here we are, let me... Better? Yeah.
And Kat, what do you think of James? He's a remarkable little boy, isn't he?
You know what? It's kind of what I said on stage. You know, I'm very old. I'm 31, and I couldn't have kept my cool under that much pressure. And that's exactly what he did. You know, he is a superhero. He's super cool, super calm, super collected, super bright. I'd like him on my side if I'm ever in trouble. Would you help me if I was in trouble?
My mum is older than you.
You're not supposed to talk about ladies' ages.
40.
And 11 grandchildren. And 11 grandchildren.
Yeah.
How important was it for you to present the awards this evening?
When we first got asked, it didn't matter what we had on or what was going on, who was cooking where, it was about being here.
It's about giving back and just saying thank you and appreciating, you know, the struggle that so many people go through, and you know, there is hope out there. And I think that's the biggest thing. When you're going through that struggle, you want to hear the hope and you want to hear the success stories and know that you can.
We all had a really good day here today.
Yeah.
Fantastic. What do you think about meeting McFly? What did you think about meeting McFly?
Still speechless, totally speechless. I know, seriously, they are just, I want to say this because they are just the loveliest, and I know lots of people will say it, but when they came to our school, I really appreciate it because you were absolutely lovely. And just coming, you've made a massive difference to our children in our community. And they were really, really well mannered, beautiful, absolutely lovely boys.
He's just the most incredible boy I've ever met.
Thank you very, very much.
Wonderful. But he's done so many things for so many other people. I mean, by raising all that money, he most likely saved lots of people's lives, and so he deserves to have something for himself.
And how does it feel tonight, young man, getting that fantastic award?
It's heavy, believe me, but it's amazing, and I can't believe it's very snazzy, isn't it? I can't believe I actually got it. I'm very amazed.
Well, you deserve it.
This is the awards last year that me and my mum were watching on the sofa crying about how inspirational everyone was. And here I am, and I've managed to get one, which isn't too bad.
Little Nathan. Nathan's amazing.
He's a big man.
Big, strong man. And a hero. Yeah. Danny, just once more, you think he's a fabulous little boy?
He's an amazing hero and just so great for the whole country to see what he's been able to achieve, and I think it's just important now that he has a fun night. He wants to really go and find Batman and see if Simon Cowell is here, but I said Simon Cowell had to leave because he made him smile too much. He's not allowed to smile in public.
So what a night for you all tonight. Richard, how do you feel?
Yeah, well, I feel great. I feel, something of a lifetime. I think after this I should go and rest. We will continue, to work at night, continue this fight.
How important do you think it is at this time, and people are struggling at the moment, to celebrate people like this and to celebrate being British?
Really, really important. I think that at the moment we have a loss of faith in everything. We have a loss of faith in the economy, in the government, even in religion. We have a loss of faith in people, and I think this brings back a great deal of faith in the goodness of people and how wonderful people can be. And I think that that's what this awards shows tonight, about these wonderful people that are on
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. I think he's an amazing, inspirational young man that we can all look up to, that, real superheroes exist.
Yeah, I think especially in this day and age, people are more scared to help others, and I think he just got in there and was so brave and helped that young lady. I'm so proud of him. He saved someone's life.
Wow, Carl.
Can you tell me what it is about being British that makes you proud?
I think,
know, we're a small island, okay, we're highly populated, but, you know, we've got a huge amount of talent and a huge amount of positive, great people on this island, and I think the world can look to us, and, you know, we've got people like Carl.
Yeah,
fantastic.
exactly.
No, I was just going to say, that I was just saying earlier, that I think in this current climate, it's really important to focus on the positive, you know, that there are some really great things like this event, so I'm proud to be here.
Absolutely.
What do you think of this lady here?
I think she's incredible. I mean, I've just done the 5 Mile Hike with all these wonderful women in their bras, and it was what a lovely night, seriously. Walking through the most beautiful city in the world with a gang of amazing women, you know what I mean? And the spirit it was just great. And I've done 2 shows today, I'm a miserable sod, but I thoroughly enjoyed it, seriously, thoroughly.
Russell?
Yeah, I was just behind the march, pursuing them, but for security reasons I wasn't allowed to be actually on it. And I'd just like to thank you personally, Nina, for getting women out in public in their bras, particularly for a good cause. I only found out tonight that there was a good cause.
Oh,
I just thought it was
for you?
Pretty much. I thought it was a carnival.
Russell, I thought I was going on a pub crawl with a gang of strippers, seriously, until I was put straight.
There's still time and nice.
I know there is.
Exactly. I don't want you to.
We much the mirror appreciate us.
They do. They care.
There's been a lot of talk this year about how important the awards seem to be with the current climate in Britain, the credit crunch and how people feel. Do you think that's true? Do you think it's even more important this year?
Yeah, to appreciate human values. I think we've all seen where greed gets you, and the greed is nowhere on this stage tonight. So I think that just proves.
What is it that makes you proud to be British?
People like this, people
yeah,
that you're seeing tonight. I think sort of everything that they stand for. The reminder that, as Fiona was saying, that at the moment greed is being shown to be one of the worst traits and has caused an awful lot of problems around the world. And actually, what's important is you know, belief in human nature and putting yourself in a position that might not be the most comfortable, but you don't have any second thought for your own safety. And tonight is about sort of understanding that there are still people out there that are willing to make a difference. We hear too many stories all the time, we report on them, of people that didn't step up and didn't stand in the way and didn't get in the way. Or we hear stories of people that do and then suffer. And it's great to see people that are getting the credit for putting all the work in and doing an extraordinary job.
I mean, you feel a fate really in a way when you hear some, especially the children. I mean, that's the future of the country. When you look at people like that, hopefully that will spread and encourage other people to act like they've done.
It's very modest of you. You yourself are a bit of a hero.
I don't mean an extraordinary person. I mean, anybody in the same situation would do exactly the same as I do.
And you guys must think slightly differently tonight. You just think he's pretty special.
He is pretty special, just by the very outfit he's wearing this evening.
Very special.
And I just noticed the moo-moo tie.
Yeah, that's it, special.
Someone made this for you though, didn't they?
Yeah, one of customer, yeah.
Don't forget this.
Yeah, and
Now
the tail.
this is something else.
Turn round, show the ladies and gentlemen.
Look at that.
Now look at this. Let's not forget tonight, it's all about fun as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
It's
Yeah.
about rewarding the people who are
and having fun and enjoying yourselves. And that's,
exactly.
Life's too short.
And
as
it's
long
to celebrate your heroes.
and you bring a smile to everybody's face. Yeah.
And how was it to be presented with your award by Alan and Amanda?
Well,
Don't answer that. I'll think very
Was it a letdown? Was you expecting Shirley Bass?
no, if you'd have gone in the room alone, I would have enjoyed it even better. How's that? But you sport it, you see.
Sorry.
3 doesn't make a crowd. So.
Well, you can come to my house.
What
What am I saying?
So I'm hosting your show then, am I Friday night?
Yeah. He's hosted the Friday Night Project. We're going to get him on.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
With
The
his
Cowboy
own what?
Milkman. With his own what? No. With his own udders?
What? Well, I've got a tea, 4%.
No, you're going to save it.
No,
save that.
I think it's only it don't go to his head because then he'll turn up at the estate in a crowd. A stretch limo? No.
A stretch float.
No, stretch flow. My
Get
funny
it
joke.
He ruined it.
Sorry.
And how was it having Sir Michael Caine present you with your award this evening?
Yeah, it was great. I actually met him earlier on. He spotted me, so came over and had a word and kept it.
We already knew each other.
Look at you two, you like old chums,
Well, we had a chat earlier. I saw him, and he was in the Lance Corporal. I knew he was the Lance Corporal. I thought, how many Lance Corporals are there in the room? That must be mine. So I went over and introduced myself.
Oh, well, you're both great men. Thank you very much.
Very much. Thank you very much.
And how important is it at the moment in the current climate that Britain and America find themselves in to have people like Ricky around?
Well, I think that, you know, there aren't enough people around who spend their lives giving to others. You know, we sometimes live in a very individualistic society and we forget about what it is to share. That actually when we come together and share, we make a better society. You know, I think of Paul Newman, who just passed on the weekend. What a remarkable example he was of a person who gave his whole life. Didn't make a whole lot of fuss about it, didn't expect a big pat on the back. He just did it because he thought it was right. And actually didn't think it should be that unusual. And in fact, it shouldn't be that unusual. Everybody should do it. But unfortunately, you know, we live in a selfish time. And it's people like Ricky that remind us that we don't have to. And to be a human being and to be responsible and to be giving, you know, it's really the only road.